Hello, welcome to another bootleg review, but this time it's not bootleg Lego, it's bootleg Revoltech. Powered by Revoltech, Star Wars Rebel Stormtrooper, K-A-I-Y-O-O-O, and something complex, I don't know. Yes, this is a bootleg. There was also a bootleg of Darth Vader, but the Darth Vader one looked beyond disgusting. It looked like sort of chubby Vader, and it almost looked like they removed his hip articulation. Looked like it was a single piece. And anyways, it was... it still looked better than the Black Series figure, let's be honest. Because, anyway, so the box is the same size of standard Revoltech boxes, so it would fit in the shelf. A lot of Revoltech boxes are the same size, doesn't even matter how much you have in there, but Revoltech boxes also have the flap on the front. This one doesn't. Can't remember the official Stormtrooper have a flap, but most Revoltech stuff has flaps. Not all of them, I guess. Anyway, top of the box. Bottom of the box, I won't be taking any box photos of this, or photo shooting this, because there's sort of no point. I've already photo shoot the Bandai model kit and Bandai S.H.Figuarts figures, so I'm not going to photo shoot this as well. Back box, of course, is photos of the actual toy and not the bootleg. And but everything's there, even the Disney logo's on the back. I just burped because I just drank the Shin-Chan review thing you can always see on my channel. So yeah, if you open up this box though, oops, there's a lot less going on than official Revoltech stuff. There's nothing else in the box, just white back and this sort of big tray. And you see there's a huge space underneath here and on the side. There's just nothing. And instead of having tape on the box, they have tape that goes all the way around, which is actually really annoying and also really wasteful. Go around here. So inside here you see you got the Stormtrooper fist hands, he's got the relaxed hands or spray open hands, and also two pointing / gun holding hands, just like so. He's got the same hand accessory as the S.H.Figuarts Stormtrooper. He also has the blaster, the E18 or E11, and this long rifle that you see Sandtroopers have. He also has this these two pegs that are supposed to be making supposed to make his stand. So even without the tape, it does the top cover of the tray does peg in quite well. I'm just gonna have everything fall out here, and instantly I'm bombarded by the smell of that soft, rubbery plastic smell. So they're obviously not using the official plastic that Revoltech uses. So let's take a close look at stuff inside. All of the hands, whoops, all of the hands are. Have a rough finish to them, apart from the painted side, not shiny, but the black area, which is the main plastic, has slightly rough feeling to it. Just by looking at it, I've never actually felt a 3D printed plastic piece before, but just by looking at it, it looks like it has a similar texture. They're all made of soft rubbery plastic. In fact, the whole figure, apart from the joints, is made of this soft rubbery plastic, and the only reason that the trooper's body isn't soft is because it's so thick. But if you notice all the smaller joints, it does feel soft. So. And pointy, and someone has a bloated finger. I guess they got a mosquito bite or something. A lot of extra plastic on this, so you're gonna have to trim it yourself. Is it even possible to trim easily? Yeah, it's quite easy. I can see the outline, so get a nail clipper or something, you're gonna do it yourself. And okay, this gun right here, you can see that the clip has been glued in the wrong way. I did push a little bit, and it does. I can hear and feel the glue like getting looser. You know, you hear that glue sort of sound. So you can remove this and re-glue it yourself. And I'm not gonna bother here, but that's this gun. I mean, just for a gun that's just black. Can't really say it's bad because it's very similar. I'm gonna get the S.H.Figuarts version. Okay. So here's the S.H.Figuarts gun. You can see that the proportions are very different, but that's probably because they copied the mold of the Revoltech one. So of course proportions are gonna be a bit different. But you can also see that yeah, they totally screwed up the clip there. The model kit of the Stormtrooper has that extra bit you see here, this little bit that plugs in, but the S.H.Figuarts one does not. So put that away. Now the model kit does have this gun as well, and again this piece is okay, but certain places I can hear the glue kind of snapping and waving a bit. The guns are made out of a hard plastic, so it's different from the rest of the body. Now this thing here, this is weird. This is supposed to be a stand, and at first I thought, are they just kidding me? Are they just having a random piece there that's missing? Well, no, this one actually works. So what you do is you push this up, get this one and just plug it in. Okay, it's made out of hard plastic and it actually feels quite good in the hand. It doesn't feel like it will break anything. And all this does is it plugs into his butt. Ooh. And you know, just peg it around there so he doesn't fall down. So it's like a third leg, a tail, rather. The other end, however, I'm not sure if it will peg into anything. So I'm going to see. Here's a stage act Cougar. Well, it fits, but it's a bit loose. So so it means it's a bit smaller than that. So I'm going to get this rotating stage that I have, and I'm going to try and plug it in. Nope, doesn't fit. So it kind of fits the stage act. So the trooper himself, let's compare him. Actually, let's go through articulation first, but ignore the glaring problems that we can already see. So, like I said, everything is actually soft plastic. The head feels hard again because it's so thick. I do have to note that all of I had to choose out of 3 of them. This was the best painted one. The other ones painted not as well as this one. There were random grays here. One of them had all these lines come out. So this is the best painted one that I could see in the shop. So if you're buying online, you're gonna have to chance your luck, or just try. If you're good at painting yourself, you can probably do that. So yeah, this does copy all the Revoltech joints, which is all of them are bore that can open and close, so things swivel on joints, meaning that a lot of things can unplug, just like the official stuff. I think this side's a bit tight. Oh, never mind. Unplug the legs as well. See, all the joints are the same, just different size. So all the joints are this thing. I'm going to zoom in. See that? Just a bore with one articulation. Revoltech stuff also has the little clicky sounds, like the little clicks in the joint, which I don't know if you can hear. Because this is a bootleg, some of the joints don't really hear the clicks, or the clicks are too loose. With the neck joint, I can't feel any clicks. So in fact, the neck joint is really loose, and if I try to pull the head out, yeah, it's got this double joint there. The neck is its own sort of soft rubbery piece. So it just hides the joint. I'm going to try and stick that back in. See a joint there. Can you just go back in? Come on. There we go. Good boy. So yeah, rotating up, down. Shoulders too. We've got this joint going on. The shoulder pads are just sort of there, but again, it's soft plastic, so it can move quite a bit. Just plugs in there. As I can say, one good thing about this is you can easily take him apart and, you know, sort of mess around with him and other Revoltech figures. He's got a single joint here. I can feel the click. Hands are on a little joint as well, but very tight. His belt is far too tight. You can see that it's actually pushing down here, so body isn't so good. You can see, you got a big joint there. His armor is soft now. This piece, which I swear is slightly deformed, and the rough plastic is so rough here, but at least the paint job's okay. At least. Plug back in. Now it looks really weird there. It looks like a cheap cosplay costume of the Stormtrooper. He does have a gun bag here, but it's a single piece. You can't stick a gun in there. There's no hole inside anyway. So, but he can rotate there, of course, and look up and down quite a bit. So, of course, this can rotate up and down just like all the other joints, so you can do that. And then for 2, it does have a toe joint, but did I just? Oh, I just loosened the joint, didn't break it. yeah, I loosened the paint that's sort of hardened over the plastic. So that's him. Oh look, for Bootleg he isn't so bad. He's just obviously a bootleg. One last thing I have to mention with this figure is that I have noticed that the hard plastic for the joints, all the joints seem a bit looser than the official stuff, so the whole thing has a slightly flimsy feel, apart from the soft plastic doing that. And another thing I've noticed that the hard plastic joints are also a lot more fragile than the official. Well, official Revoltech already has problems with their joints, especially small ones, like the ones in, say, in the neck. So even if the ones with the official ones have problems, they do sell replacement packs for the joints. So you say, well, maybe I can get this figure and get the replacement joints, at which point the cost really doesn't justify the bootleg, just get the real bloody thing. Dink. So here is the S.H.Figuarts Stormtrooper. It's a bit shorter than this one. So I guess this could be Han Solo and that could be Luke Skywalker. So yeah. I mean, look, the price of this thing is 140 Hong Kong dollars, which is about 20 bucks US, I guess, about 18 bucks US. So look, unless you're gonna get them in bulk, if you're in the Western Shores, then you probably for your price sake, you're probably better off just getting the Black Series stuff. I mean, I don't like Black Series stuff too much, but at least their most basic Stormtroopers look fine. If you can get official Revoltech, obviously it's going to cost more than this, and S.H.Figuarts, which is my personal favorite out of... I really don't like Revoltech joints. But here, even here, I'm cringing when I look at some of the joints, which I just think are sort of ridiculous. It just doesn't work if you're going to have every single joint of the body using the same type of joints, because the whole body's different. But whatever, that's Revoltech's thing going on, so you can swap arms and legs and make some crazy monstrosity. But you know, if you can afford a bit more, then just get the S.H.Figuarts. If you're in Asian countries, you're in Asia, then just forget the bootleg, because unless you really can't afford it, then just have less Stormtroopers. Say you want 4, just get 2, because here you are getting 50% of a figure quality wise for 50% of the money, so it's not like this is... If this was 50% quality of the official but less than 50% the price, then I can recommend it. So maybe if you can find it in bulk, then you can get it way cheaper, then I can recommend it. Otherwise, just it's not so good. And like I said, the Darth Vader one looks terrible. And how do you spot the bootleg? Well, the box, as always with these bootlegs, these are supposed to be complete copies of the real thing. Resolution on this is very blurry on the box, on the small text anyway. I can barely read Lucasfilm and Star Wars.com in the Japanese words in the bottom right corner there. So that's how you tell if it's different. The printing on the bottom of the box is quite readable, to be honest. So just keep your eye out for something like that. Yeah. So yeah, not a bad bootleg, but the price could do with being way cheaper. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course, may the force be with you. I can't see in these things.